Well, Dubai's lost is Hong Kong's game because Harry Bentley won't be riding here this season for the first time in 12 years, you tell me?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I can't quite believe it's... I've done 11 seasons in Dubai, which I can't quite believe, but yeah, time flies.
Yeah, we shall miss you here, but you're doing really well in Hong Kong. Brave move, though. What made you take the plunge and head over there?
Yeah, well, it was definitely a bit of a punt, to be honest. Somewhere I've never been before, and I knew nothing about the place before coming. But I've always had it in the back of my mind that it's a place where I'd really like to have had a go. And with the weights being quite low, I just always thought it would suit my my position, really, being able to do light. I spoke to a couple of the top jocks like Brian Moore, who's obviously spent a lot of time here, and he gave me some good advice and sort of told me it would be a good idea for me to give it a go. And I didn't have any big commitments back in the UK. I'd been riding for Rafe Beckett for quite a few seasons, but our relationship had kind of come to an end, and I just didn't have anything holding me back. And I thought, I'm at the age now where it's a good time to give something like this a go.
Well, it's worked out really well for you. 5 winners, including a Class 1, and it is so competitive there. Has it been easier or more difficult than you thought to try and establish yourself?
Well, I got told to really manage my expectations before coming here, and everybody says the nature of the place is ultra competitive. You've got Zach Purton and Joe Moreira, who completely dominate the riding standings here. So it's always, I knew it was going to be very tough, so I certainly didn't come in with any expectations. But having ridden here for 3 months, it certainly is very competitive, and it's hard to get on those good horses with solid chances. So there's a little bit of I guess luck involved with just landing on a horse which is progressing nicely, but that's the nature of it. You've got a small pool of jockeys. There are only 23 here at the moment, so not that many jockeys, but we're all of a similar standard, and it's we're all vying for the rides with no agents as well, so you're having to do all of that sort of stuff on your own.
Bearing that in mind, what does your morning look like? I guess you're riding out for quite a few different trainers.
Yeah, so where our living accommodations are, we are all the jockeys living in the same sort of complex at the racecourse, so we are very much in the heart of it all. And a daily routine really would just be riding track work most mornings. Could be anywhere between 2 and 7 or 8. Some of the top guys will be riding more. And you're basically just galloping them and getting them ready for their races, really. So there's a lot of network to be done in the mornings as well. That's a good time for you to try and secure more rides and put yourself around.
And have you adapted to the actual race riding? Because my experience of Hong Kong, they go crazy fast early on to get a good position. Has it been very different to what you'd experienced before?
A little bit. It's something I've had to adapt to for sure, and still am trying to adapt to. These things don't happen overnight. But having ridden a lot in Qatar, that's quite similar in a way. You've got quite a small track in Qatar, and lots of runners, and gate speed and getting a good position early is vital. And that very much transcends to here, where the tracks aren't overly big. And if you can get a handy position and good track position, you're at a massive advantage. I think the one thing here which I'm really having to do my best to improve on is just sheer gate speed. If you can get your horses out fast, you're at a big advantage, and that's something I'm trying to improve on.
And is there anyone over there who's been a particular help to you? I know you've got a good association with Ricky Yu, Douglas White maybe has helped you out a bit as well.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you're very much on your own when you get here, and you're thrown into the deep end straight away and expected to kind of just get on with it, really. So you are thrown in at the deep end, and you have to just learn and adapt fast. So the supporters, as you mentioned, Ricky Yu, Manfred Mann, Dougie White, they've been trainers that have given me quite a bit of support so far. And it's just building on those contacts now. This is an important time, we've just had that break, which was in a way a bit frustrating for me, because I was just gaining a little bit of traction and a bit of momentum before the end of the season. and then obviously the season came to an end. So I feel like I need to get that train rolling again. So the early meetings are going to be pretty vital for me to get on a bit of a roll and get those associations back.
So your aim for this coming season, I guess, try and get a few winners on the board early if you can, and that will hopefully get you into a kind of good rhythm with it.
Yeah, like anywhere in the world, if you're riding winners, people want to use you, and that very much relates here. If you can get a bit of momentum, get winners on the board, you're going to be popular, and then hopefully that leads to more winners. So my main hope, I would guess, would just be to have a good start. I mean, that's we'll see what happens, but that's my main hope, is just to get off to a good start, and hopefully the rest will follow.
It'd be nice to have a couple of rides come the big weekend in December, of course.
Yeah, that's the big meeting, international meeting of the year, and hopefully, it'd be great to get on some good rides, and hopefully travel internationally will be a little bit more relaxed than it is at the moment, and it'd be great to see some horses from Europe and wherever else come over as well.